Welcome back. Recently I've been spending some time putting the AMS2 AI to the test, and I must say I've been pleasantly surprised with the consistent improvements in the overall feel of the AI in this sim, with big improvements and massive updates and more content than you could shake a stick at. AMS2 is in a great place, and I truly believe this is the best AI in sim racing. So let's go into our sprint race in the 2005 GT1 class around Laguna Seca, driving one of my new favourites, the Lister Storm. So here we go into the Andretti hairpin for the first time. Couple of cars sneaking up on the inside as we go 3 wide there with the other Lister Storm. Just a great representation of how good this AI is in this sim at the moment. And I am really enjoying this DLC added, especially this car, the Lister Storm, with the huge improvements to the AI that have been showing more and more recently. I thought Laguna Seca was a perfect sort of test to see just what the AI can do around a very tight and unforgiving track when it comes to overtakes and car placement. And up to the hairpin for the first time as we go over the top of the crest and down. The AI is sometimes quite prone to that train it gets itself into, but overall, the more and more I've been testing this, the more I've shown and seen great improvements.
Still there. Clear car left, clear left.
Round the outside of that Maserati, get a good run on the Lamborghini here as both of them squeeze me to the outside as the Lister's trying to take over.
On your right.
Someone up ahead, and there you can see the Maserati has had to brake a little bit early, get to jump round the outside, but I still managed to hold on to the position.
Still there.
This AI is on the little bit of a low side for me if I was really trying to be competitive, but oh, there's 2 cars are off on the inside there, as I have got mistakes set to ×5 just to add to the confusion and the chaos. Gain a couple of free places though as we are trying to get a run on this Lambo up ahead. But as I said earlier on, this track very hard to overtake on, and you almost have to just commit to moves and hope that you can get them done. I think I have still noticed a few little quirks of the AI in this sim, but overall I don't really get racing like this on any other sim, and I don't think it's represented the same way in any other sim, as the Mercedes has a big lock up there and is very slow into the last corner. Hopefully we're going to get a run back down to the Andretti hairpin. If we go up the inside, and we're just going to have to hope that we can brake later than him here. AI does still brake quite late compared to the player, but it was successful, so we'll take that. And as you can see up ahead, there's a lot of battling going on as we have medium aggression here, and the AI is set to just over 100. Seen lots of changing positions. I also didn't let the AI qualify here, which I know can sometimes improve the order. It's been that way in the sim for a long time, as car in front brakes very early and we give him a little bit of a love tap there. We'll call it a bump draft. Not sure he'd see it that way. But once again you can see the AI greatly improved as they sort of fan out up ahead, going over into the corkscrew.
Your front brakes are getting a bit hot.
And I've been trying, as the Aston goes very wide here as he collects by the Corvette, and we managed to swing round about 5 of them there.
There's an incident in turn 11. Looks like
and there's another one here, but I think we have to run off wide just to get the overtake done. Still keeping it on track though and legal. As I'm not sure for you guys, but I do quite enjoy the chaos of the ×5 mistakes, even though it may not be the most realistic. also been very impressed with the physics updates and the force feedback updates, as I'm using the Daniel Kart all-in-one force feedback. I'll leave it linked in the description below, as well as crew chief that just helps add to the immersion, as we have a big gap in front of us now trying to catch these cars. Gives us a second to talk about the state of AMS2 as a whole. I've been away from sim racing for a few months now, as life sort of just got in the way, and I've come back to some of the major updates and the DLCs, and I must say I've been very impressed with the package as a whole and where AMS2 is at the moment. Don't get me wrong, I was in my testing, the AI still did do that thing where they got up your inside, you turned across and they wouldn't give you the space, and they refused to let up, and it sort of would just collect you and take you off track. But certainly an improvement over the years as this sim continues to get updated and improved. As we finally gain up on this pack now, we're going to feather the throttle as much as possible. This Lister Storm is an absolute nutter animal, we really have to be careful. And I have noticed more and more that the AI are taking some different lines, touching the dirt a little bit, going over sausage curbs, really just trying to find space to race in, and certainly is a really good, impressive feel. We managed to get a run on the, this will be a good test here as we see, as we have to let off there, as once again the AI can brake a lot later than me going into the corkscrew when I'm trying to make a move, but we'll get a look around the outside here. Oh, we get a little bit onto the dirty part of the track there and get washed out wide. I think a big tip for anyone trying to get the most out of Automobilista 2's AI, it's to really just give it some space and be patient with your moves, and almost treat them as realistically as possible. Of course, I know the biggest gap is I'm not really driving a multi-million-pound race car around a track, so it's hard to not really want to push and to fight, and that's the same with the AI. There's no sort of sense of preservation, but it wouldn't be fun if everyone was trying to drive as cleanly as possible. As these three are having a great battle up ahead, as we are all sort of getting bogged down by this green Corvette, sorry, in front. As we swing for a massive puff of smoke there, as someone locks up, we end up going round the outside of the Ferrari. Well, the non-branded Ferrari that AMS2 have modelled here without the licensing. We've only got a couple of laps here to try and get these last couple of places. Also found that sort of allowing the pack to get strung out definitely helps with the battling. The first lap is always chaotic on any sim, as there we see the Maserati push the Vet wide, that makes him go off track. A nice little addition for immersion once again, as we finally get past the two of them, as we come to the closing stage of this little sprint here. We're trying to make up as much as possible. As we see here, this Ferrari is obviously very quick, as he shoots round my inside there. I have to defend him and keep my position as best as possible. As the Maserati misses his apex a little bit, these little tiny inconsistencies there just make the racing so incredibly immersive and such fun to do. As we know, there's not many more places I can overtake this Maserati here. I'm going to have to make it count if I can. Laguna's Lake is such a hard track to overtake on, and I definitely thought it was a great representative of
Brake temperatures
the
look
AI.
low.
Probably it's worst in the terms of what it can do around the track, but goes to show that even under the hardest circumstances, the AI can perform quite well. And just the pure sound and
Car left.
visuals of this sim
Still there.
paired with this great racing experiences, this Ferrari really won't get off the back of me here. I'm going to have to make some sort of move to try and
Car
get
right.
him off my tail here.
He's still there.
As the Maserati brakes quite
Right side's
early,
clear.
as they do into the Andretti
Keep
hairpin.
pushing.
And behind me you see in the mirrors the Ferrari follows me through. I'm not going to shake him that easy. As we had another off up in front, little excursion from the Lamborghini.
On your
I'm
right.
going to make the most of it
Clear
here
right.
and shoot up the inside, knowing the AI, and hold my car on the apex, not allowing the Lamborghini to get back at me there.
The car ahead is prone.
As are the AI going to go too wide into the hairpin up ahead. Someone's going to have to back out here. No, they do. They go too wide into the hairpin. Absolute great racing there from the AI. As we come into the final stages of this race, I'm not sure there's going to be many opportunities for me to make up any places. Big lock up in front of both of them, I believe. Oh, he touches him and he spins him, and it gives me the chance to go round. P15 in the end, and a great, absolutely amazing way to show off the improved AI. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.